It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, when it comes to musical instruments, the flute is a majestic instrument, one of the centerpieces in an orchestra, and this year it carried Wouter Kellerman to the 57th Grammy Awards, where he took the award for Best New Age Album with his album called Winds of Samsara, which is a composition dedicated to our very own Tata Madiba, and he's right here in studio to tell us about all his incredible experiences. Wouter, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Can I just shake your hand, sir? We are so proud of you.
Thanks, Ewan. I'm very excited to be here.
Welcome, welcome. Wouter, I think let's start at the beginning. What was your reaction when you first heard that you were nominated for a Grammy of all?
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. It was a lifelong dream come true. You know, I didn't even know that it would ever be possible. So to hear that news was just a mind-blowing moment.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people out there wanting to, know it from your perspective. What was it like? The whole experience, from the red carpet to the celebrities that you saw. What was it like?
Well, it was amazing. Everybody comes to LA during Grammy time, and the festivities start about a week before the Grammy. So we went a week early, and we went to so many parties. We even hosted our own party.
Really?
Yeah. So fitting in and trying to get the whole thing there in LA, and it was just I met so many musicians, because the Grammys are voted by your peers, so it's all about musicians voting about whose music they prefer. So and I've since done many collaborations with the people that I've met there.
Incredible.
It's been really enriching experience. So, and people travel from all over the world to go to LA during Grammy time. So it's sort of a networking hub for the musicians of the world.
Talk to me a bit about your album that made you take that Grammy, Winds of Samsara.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dedicated to Tata Madiba and also Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah, it's about peace, love, and tolerance, and dedicated to the fathers of the nations of South Africa and India. It's a South African-Indian collaboration. So I collaborated with Ricky Kej, who lives in Bangalore. He's a producer and composer over there, and so we did this album together, and so we dedicated to the fathers of our nation's ideals, basically.
Yeah. Well, one thing is for sure, when you look at the album, you can see that a lot of hard work, but also a lot of love went into the making of this album. What is it about this country, about South Africa, Wouter, that you love so much, that you spend so much blood, sweat, and tears on this album that took you all the way to the Grammys?
Yeah, I think South Africa's got the greatest spirit and such beautiful music. I really, having travelled all over the world, I believe South Africa is one of the most musical nations. And we really need to get our music out there. I think we have the music, but we don't always have the marketing know-how and expertise to get it out there. And I think that's what we need to work on. But I really believe that, especially having seen the quality of music all over the world, I really believe South Africa is really up there.
Quickly tell me, you were nominated. What was that moment like? I mean, did you ever think you're going to win? What was it like when you heard your name?
It was incredible. I didn't even have a speech prepared, and then just before I thought, well, maybe I should have a speech, just in case. So I was just quickly running it. I'd written just something down. I was just running in my head because it would be so embarrassing to go up there not knowing what to say.
The Grammys.
Yeah, exactly. So before we were sitting there, and I was trying to rehearse it in my head, but people were coming up to me and say, "Hi, good luck." So I couldn't. So eventually I just closed my eyes so nobody could come up to me. And then I was like, trying to go through my speech, and then the people were saying to Tulsi, my manager, "What's he doing? Is he praying?"
Oh, is it?
So I just quickly ran through it a few times, and because we didn't really think we had a chance, because between our fellow nominees, they had been nominated before 37 times, and they'd won.
Sure.
3 of the nominees had won already. So we didn't really think we'd take it away. We were just so happy to be nominated. So it was really just an amazing, I just couldn't believe it when they called out our names.
Well, we are so very, very proud of you. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. You are going to be performing a little bit later. Quickly, just give us an update as to what you're going to be performing.
It's a piece for Nelson Mandela, and it's called The Long Road, and it's on my new album, Love Language, which is about how different cultures around the world express their love through music.
Awesome. Wouter Kellerman live in our studio. Stay tuned for his performance. I can say with confidence it's going to blow your mind.